afford to kill me. If you do, the truth about the tragedy of Dusker will evaporate into the shadows forever.
I have no intention of slaying you. Not yet. But if you have something to say, I suggest you spit it out before I
changed my mind.
Now, Cornelia. Earlier you said my father was betrayed, murdered by lords from within Fargus. But it was you who fueled the flame of that betrayal. You saw my uncle and Lord Arundel join hands, and you brought the Western Lords and the Imperial nobles together. All of it was you.
What a fascinating theory.
There are two things I need to know. First, your motivation. Who are you working for, and why? I know what spurred my uncle and the Western Lords to act. While the Empire has long smoldered, waiting for even the slightest spark to reignite their fury, there are 1,000 reasons why one might want to assassinate a king. But what's yours for this attempt on my life? And what of my father? Why murder him in a manner as roundabout as a staged raid? All you had to do was fail to end the plague 20 years ago, and the entire royal family would have been consumed by it.
You have a point, but I couldn't say. In a sense, that was another lifetime completely.
One more question, then. My stepmother's body was never recovered from the site of the tragedy. What happened to her? Tell me, Cornelia.
You'll find the answers you seek in the Imperial capital, though you'll have to extract them from your dearest stepsister.
Here, Luna. Come here.
She must surely know something, wouldn't you think? After all, she is your stepmother's actual flesh and blood.
In Enbar.
No, I've really enjoyed our little chat here, but I have so many places to be.
Why, you...
Don't be so sad. You'll be seeing me again before you even know it. Wait.
This...
This'll help me.
Got to give this a...
Finesse blade. Ooh, I like that. That defense was amazing. Dimitri rejoined you.
My apologies. Cornelia would not have escaped were it not for my carelessness. She's likely fled west in search of refuge with Viscount Mateus. As such, I will march west at once. I will not allow the Western territories to go unpunished for this.
Stop. Just stop.
Felix?
I've got something to say, Boar. And this time, you're going to listen. Time and time again, we've tried to get it through your thick skull. We might be your subjects, but we're your allies first. Yet you still insist on doing every little thing all by yourself. So what is it? Do you lack the ears to hear with? Or do you hear our words and just choose to ignore them?
Felix, that's enough. I know how you feel, but you need to contain yourself.
I can't. 2 whole years I've bitten my tongue. The fool needs to hear this in the plainest terms possible.
It was I who chose war with the Empire. I who murdered my uncle in cold blood. I who oppressed the Western Lords. I failed to save the people of Dusker. Failed to save Glenn. And my father. The lives my actions stole from them, which I will do by exacting revenge. As for that burden...
You truly are a solid gold fool. One could search the kingdom high and low and not find another as utterly asinine as you. And the rest of you, don't just stand there.
Well, I know Felix has a strange way of showing it at times, but this is all because he worries about you, Dimitri.
And it's not just him either.
We all do.
Your Majesty, you know my feelings on this matter. 6 years ago, I too watched as nearly everything I cared about was taken from me. And Felix is no different. He lost his brother that day. This pain is not yours to shoulder alone.
He's right, Your Majesty. That is why it is so frustrating to see you act like this.
I can't say it's too surprising, though. You've always kept everything to yourself, even but what you're going through now. It's more than one person could possibly manage on their own.
Please, Your Majesty, we just want to help. You can trust us.
Like I said before, all you need to do is ask and I'll be at the ready. Besides, we'll all be out of work if you go this alone.
We will assist you in whatever we must. Even vengeance.
Thank you. All of you.
Lady Cornelia, what's happened to you?
I was too careless. I can hardly remember the last time I was this badly hurt. As for the capital, Viscount Mateus, we failed, and I doubt the king will soon forget our attempt to seize it.
What? But how?
Viscount, your son, the one who married a distant relative of House Gautier. They'll have his head. Same goes for the kin of all the other Western lords.
No.
This king is a fool, to be sure, but he's not foolish enough or kind enough to forgive those who serve his betrayers. I guarantee you that. His army will begin their march to subdue Western Fargus any moment now. If you don't want your territory stolen from you or your life, then your only choice is to rise in revolt.
Yes. Yes, I understand. We will mobilize at once.
Here. The Bloodstained Lance.
Azure Gleam. The blood-stained lance.
The theory is that term like this would be called that because of
The Western Lords suffered defeat at the capital. Cornelia, the instigator of the uprising, flees west and commands her allies, Viscounts Mateus and Gideon, to muster their forces. Hoping to settle this matter before re-engaging with the Empire, the Kingdom Army makes for the Mach region in order to defeat Cornelia and learn the truth of the tragedy of Dusker.
so Bloodstained Lance is probably referring to Aribard and then not
No. My uncle?
I'm afraid so. Among the rebels are houses Mateus and Gideon, and all the other Western lords from whom I've stripped power. They appear to have appointed Baron Dominic as their leader.
I'm so sorry, Annie. What could he be thinking?
House Dominic may be a mere barony at present, but they're a storied family whose lineage traces all the way back to the 10 elites. Centuries ago, when the wise King Klaus passed beyond the Veil of Death, he did so without naming a successor to the crown. And so, the three regions of the Holy Kingdom, Fargus, Mach, and Leicester, were divided among the three royal princes.
Mach as the West. Oh, Leicester was the Eastern Kingdom. It later split off on its own.
House Dominic chose to side with the prince ruling Mach, who was eventually defeated by the forces of Fargus, leaving the once vast Dominic territory to be whittled down, meted out to the neighboring lords.
I know they held a grudge about that in the past, but surely it's ancient history at this point. Tons of people from House Dominic, my father included, have devoted their lives to serving the royal family. It makes me wonder if my uncle's heart is really in this fight.
As they stand now, House Dominic lacks the influence and might necessary to defy their surrounding lords. So when pushed to join the uprising, they would have had little choice but to go along. But that lack of strength might just be the key to our victory.
How do you mean, Gustav?
If we could only convince my brother to change sides, the Western territories would lose their leader. And if we were to follow that up with a decisive victory against a demoralized army, it would likely cause their military effort to collapse entirely.
This fight would get Crusher then.
Perhaps. But it'll be difficult to pry the Baron away without first eliminating those surrounding him.
Indeed. If nothing else, we'll need to turn the tide of war in our favor if we ever hope to empower the Baron to defect. For now, we must consider how best to break through their front.
Okay. Now I can do some more promotions.
This is no small number of soldiers you offer. Are Dusker can spare that many.
For good or ill, this is what our chief has decided. Preparations will take some time, but we are sworn to aid you, and we will stake our pride as a people on doing so.
Still, this is a far larger force than we ever asked for.
Please, you strove tirelessly to see our home return to us. The people of Dusker have not forgotten the kindness you showed, and though some may still think ill of you, we only offer as many soldiers as volunteered.
Dusker remains a kingdom territory. As such, I can't claim our relationship is one on equal footing. Yet, I want to believe your gracious support here will point the way to a new future for both your home and ours. Give your men my thanks. And once this war reaches its conclusion, I'll be sure to visit Dusker anew.
Understood. I'll be taking my leave now.
To do. None of this would be happening if not for the unflagging efforts of you and Rodrigue.
No, Your Majesty. Neither I nor Rodrigue could have accomplished this. Your sincerity is what won their trust.
I hope you speak true. Nothing I do will ever bring back their fallen loved ones after all.
Yet you have shown us the truth all the same. Allowed us to see a better future. Not only me, but everyone from Dusker.
And still, the whole picture remains elusive. A dark secret continues to linger over the tragedy, shrouded by shadow. Shedding light on it is my... No. It is our duty.
There we go. Clayman. Isn't Clayman actually territory? It says Clayman, but I think Clayman's actually Dusker, basically.
Assist with any matters regarding the facility. Let me know if I may be of further service.
I carry a little of everything here. You've got an eye for quality, friend. You've got an eye for quality, friend. Hope to see you again soon.
Huh. Missed the opportunity. I'm guessing Mikon's gonna be on our camp anymore because our previous camp was at Aaron Road, so it shouldn't be here. I thought it had been, but in terms of it was the same lady. And she made a quick escape. What do you mean, how do you know her? She's the one who caused so much pain. But at this point, I don't really care. Didi will take her down. Didi? You mean Dimitri? Hello. I like the fact that No, I'm not in NG+. I barely started this game. This is all smooth around. We can lose track of where we are, Shez. Especially since we've been rushing around all these places that look practically the same. I'm not even sure if we're in the game anymore. Yeah, I can cheer on Charon too. Besides, I had to go the complete opposite direction. I'm so glad I'm not the only one. Oh, the plus the reason I had the plus change is because it's chapter 6 and beyond basically. The plus just to say chapter 6 and above chapter 6 basically. Chapter 6 and beyond chapter 6. That's all. So right, we just start chapter 7. I want to say we're starting chapter 6. We might go further, so that's also what I want to say. No, it's not my. This is my first route. No, I would have said NG. I would have said NG plus and then the tournament name instead. But I'm on NG Plus right now. Coach Capital is still there for now. I really got some good news, Rhea. Speaking of good news, my poor partner is opening sign to help us. We're gonna be up in there with her on Arian Road. I bet it's here again. Oh, so Shabir's gonna join us in Arian Road. Brandon is in a precarious position. Speaking of that, bro, we know no matter. That's true, even if you want to help us. You can't risk anything how Rick still on our West nodes of power. Our option is steady gain control and cut down the Western forces, military forces. I'll be you, Father. I'm sure Uncle Doc will listen to you if you can make it right way to him. I wonder if Baron Dominic has a major crest. Because he's the one who's the Baron of the territory. And Gustav only has a minor crest. Wait. Okay, yeah, it's showing Gustav as an orange. Or yellow, I guess? Basically, it's saying he's not playable. I think in the demo, it actually listed as blue. But here, he's showing it as orange instead.
Training can be the difference.
I need to get a few classes here. Jump up. Dimitri. Paladin. Harry Bar is actually weaker than the Steel Lance. Well, I'll work on upgrading it. You can go for Grappler. Fortnite first. Paladin, Bishop, Annie needs to go and get, wait. Oh, I already got her Warlock. Let's see, first I'll build a trial a Dark Mage. That'd be interesting to try, eh? You know what, let's do that first. We'll play a Dark Mage next. She's got Bishop unlocked already. That's fine then. So it's just Bernadette getting Sniper. Armster, I think, is really nice. I need to get more characters. I didn't buy you Swordmaster yet. Well, we'll get you Swordmaster too. Yeah, I definitely want to get arm. I definitely want to get Archer to all my mages, arms to all my mages I can anyway. I'm swimming in intermediate seals now.
Proper training, time to work you into shape. Proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
Hi there.
Allow me to assist with any matters regarding the facilities.
Veteran train gear.
Let me know if I may be of further service.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army.
I have a lot of accessories now. Maybe I should start using them.
Everything has its use.
We just started chapter 7. And we're not going to make much progress here either because I have to go to bed soon.
Time to work you into shape. Can't wait to see
Right.
how you do.
Maybe I'll do a battle or two though. Wildflowers for the future. Depending on the units, you're probably treated as the story progresses. Select Paralog. Dedu, Felix, and Ingrid. $11 sword. Oh, that's awesome. Wait, what?
Hunger is the true enemy.
Yeah, I know. Like, I think one really good candidate for it is Mercedes because make her like a thief assassin and later a trickster, and her gauge will fill up so fast.
Yeah, the flavor's not...
Oh, I love this. Thank you very much.
Then you know my food preferences? But how? Come back whenever you're hungry.